Welcome to Cape Chronicle. I'm Alix Gasser, and with me is Katie Earnhart, the Executive Director of Cape's Public Library. Katie, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me about this tax that's coming up here in April.
Yeah, so this is a continuance tax. So there's no tax increase. We're just asking for it to continue. It was originally voted on in 2007 to build the building that we have, to build this destination library. That building is about to be paid off, and that means the tax is going to be expiring. And so we are asking the voters to extend that tax to help support some of our strategic initiatives that we would like to see done in the coming years.
Awesome. So what is that? I hear it's called Prop L.
Yep.
And so what are some of those initiatives going to be?
So our library board did some visioning activities, and through that, the sessions that they did, they determined some things that they want to see done. One is maintaining the current facility. It's a wonderful facility. It is that destination library, but it's over 15 years old, and we're starting to see some needed repairs happening. The costs of those repairs are getting more expensive every year. So we want to make sure that we have the funding available to do those major repairs that we foresee in the future, including roofs, HVAC, carpet replacement, etc. So that's one of the big things that we want to see done. Another is more outreach in our community. We know we have some underserved populations in geographically opposite areas of the community. So I know a lot of people are like, well, why don't you install a second branch somewhere in the community? Well, that doesn't necessarily solve that problem, since the underserved populations are in different areas of town. So the library board is actually looking at purchasing a bookmobile, and that way we can go to where the people are. So we would take the bookmobile into the neighborhoods, to the schools, to the community centers, and provide library services in their neighborhoods. Also, there's a lot of events that we are invited to take part in the community that we have to say no to. We just don't have the staff, and if we do have the staff, then it means that they're not in their home base, and so our services are lacking at the home base. So we want to have more staff and be able to say yes to those asks and those opportunities to be more involved in the community. And then finally, we want to enhance our collection, specifically our e-collection. Everybody is going digital, right? And myself included. I love listening to audiobooks. Your cars don't come with CD players anymore, so you can't listen to books on tape or books on CD. So you have to listen to it on your phone, and the library provides a service that allows you to do that. But we only have so much money to spend on those collections, and it's a very expensive service that we provide. We would like to be able to put more money towards that. So that would be another opportunity for us to look at.
And I think I've heard that it's actually more expensive to purchase the ebooks than it is to purchase a physical book.
It is, and technically we're not purchasing them, we're leasing them.
Oh, wow.
And so anytime you lease something, you have to renew it, or you have to pay for the next month or the next year. So we only get so many checkouts of a digital title before we have to purchase it again, which is very different than a physical copy, because once you buy the physical copy, it's in your collection until it just physically wears out. And so yeah, it's a very complicated process. I won't bore you unless you really want to know. But yeah, the e-content is just more expensive.
Gotcha. So what are some other things that you want the public to know about this ballot measure that you guys are putting up?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing to know is that it is not a tax increase. This would just be a continuance of the current tax rate, and that would well finance us for several years, 20 plus years would be well financed. And so just keeping in mind that we're not asking for more money, we just want to continue to get what we have. And that, if this does not pass, we would have to make some serious decisions in the coming years as to, do we need to shorten hours that we're open to the public? Do we need to get rid of some positions at the library, cut back on services, story times, programs, etc.? Because again, the building maintenance is a concern. We have done what we can to save money for our capital improvement fund, but costs just continue to skyrocket, and we want to make sure that we have the money necessary to maintain the facility that we have.
That makes sense. And congratulations, because you guys won, was it Library of the Year?
Yes, we were named the Missouri Library Association 2024 Library of the Year. So we were the top library of the state last year.
Awesome, awesome. And so I assume that this tax would just, again, help continue those services that you're already providing.
Exactly. Yeah, we want to be able to just continue the status quo and do better. That's our goal. We always want to improve what we have to offer, offer more, get more people in the building, and make more readers out there. Encourage more people to start reading.
Is there a place to go for people to get more information if they have questions or just want to get some of what the language might look like, or et cetera?
Yeah, so the ballot language is always convoluted, right? That's just how it works. So if you want to see the full text, you can go to our website, capelibrary.org. There is a dedicated page about Prop L. There's also a really great FAQ section that hopefully answers everybody's most common questions that they're going to have. But obviously, if there's any additional questions, anybody is free to reach out to me at the library through email, phone call, stopping in and chatting, because I'm happy to talk about the library anytime.
And I think I heard too that you're going around to different service organizations or other organizations that are looking to just get information, collect information.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so if you have a civic organization you want me to come chat to, or a coffee group, or anything, I'm there to provide information. That's what librarians do. Give information.
Awesome. Are there any other exciting things that are happening at the library that you want the public to know about? I mean, I'm just really excited that you guys have won that Library of the Year award, and I think that just shows how great our library
so
is.
one of the services that a lot of people don't know we offer is passport services. So you can come and we can help you with your application for a passport. We also just recently added TSA PreCheck, which is also very handy for people who are interested in travel. But also our Library of Things. That's something that a lot of people don't realize. We're more than just books. So we have cake pans and fishing poles, power tools, knitting and crafting supplies. I wouldn't say you name it, we got it, but pretty darn close.
Awesome. And so again, just reiterate again for all of our viewers what the ballot is, what it's called, when it's coming up, and where they can go and get more information.
Yes. So the election is April 8th. Prop L is what it's called, and it would be a continuance of our current tax, so not a tax increase. And go to our website, capelibrary.org, and learn more.
Awesome. Well, Katie, thank you so much for being on here. I really appreciate it. I love our Cape Library. I think we've just done so many great things in the last few years, and I think we're going to continue to do great things going on in the future. So I'm excited for the years ahead for the Cape Library.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Up next, we'll have